all, and welcome back to the channel. Right, so this is going to be episode 4 of the Mighty Nine. I've been away, so I had a sort of a bit of a break because I had this horrible cold. I still actually got a horrible cold, so I might be still a bit bunged up. I might just randomly cough and choke. I had a horrible cold, and I thought I won't go on camera and start just choking really horribly and have my nose running and stuff on camera and whatever. So I thought I'd have a break from it. So, but here I am. I'm back with episode 4 of the Mighty Nine. Hope you've been enjoying it. I've been listening to the series still. I'm on episode 89 now of the actual episode of the podcast itself. I won't go into detail what's happening there, but some eye openers though. But yeah, I'm ready to jump straight back in there. So I've also remember I was saying on the last episode I was going to redo my intro to the Mighty Nine. So I've also done that. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you think, and let's get straight into episode 4, the Mighty Nine.
Begins. They were always beside you, your nerdy best friends, and the DM to guide you. And they rise from the flames for the battles ahead. Villains beware, 'cause you're about to be dead. They got magic and flair, they got falchions and cunning. They don't see over there, there's a monster incoming. Inspiration is waiting, rise up, don't think twice. Put your fate in your hands, take a chance, roll the dice. Can you answer the call, digging deep in your soul as the legend unfolds? Now it's your turn.
Six carnival goers dead. A monster on the loose. You telling us you had nothing to do with it?
That's right. I make a point of killing my closest friends at least once a week.
Yeah, so last episode they was all sort of arrested, wasn't they? Because what happened at the tent, where that demonic creature thing just went AWOL and started killing everyone basically. Poor old money box circus. Went AWOL and went on a killing spree.
What were you doing in that tent?
I told you, officer, we were just passing through. We paused for some entertainment.
And leaving trails of bodies is entertainment for you, sicko.
Before I get into it too much, I just want to say a big shout out to Purple Tiger Tube Tube for all your comments and updating me on what's happening in the show as regards to sort of if everyone goes to my comments, you can have a look. He was just helping me out with some questions I had, which I usually chuck out during the episodes. And he's just helping me out with some of the questions and things and just sort of the future. So anyway, I won't go into too much. But so thank you, Purple Tiger Tube, for all your input, and I hopefully hear some more. So I'm sure I'm going to have lots more questions. Anyway, let's continue with the show.
Why would I turn the audience into reptiles? They pay my salary.
Technically, you should give us a reward. Maybe a parade.
Wanna give me a cavity cinch? Make sure I'm not hiding anything? Shut
well, with all respect, sort of Caleb and Not sort of did really start the problem. It most likely wouldn't have happened if they hadn't have let out all the bugs and stuff like that. So they're kind of to blame, really. Not the whole group, but Caleb and certainly not. But Caleb was certainly to blame. They're gonna have to sort of just take out one of the gin. No doubt they'll keep it quiet. Won't say actually, we released the Beatles, which then made the demon go crazy. But anyway, but from the start, I said it was a stupid idea anyway. Why would you have such a dangerous creature that's has to be and so specific to do sort of specific things, or it just goes mental and just wipes out? I'd actually like to know what creature that is. This is when I need purple tiger tube. Purple tiger tube. What kind of creature was it? that had sort of caged? What was it?
Fuck off.
Oh yeah, we are called The sensual seven.
Makes everything sexual. That girl. So, something disturbing about her. Something deeply disturbed. And they're called the Mighty Nine. There isn't 9 of them. I think it is sort of a play on words. I think because nine is spelt 9 is in the German no, and this is my understanding anyway. It could be a completely different reason. But I assume it's called the Mighty Nine because 9 is no in German, and Caleb speaks German, though he's not German. He's Zamorian or something like that. That's from Conan. He's something beginning with Z, and they all seem to speak German. And yeah, I think I'm guessing that's why. I don't know. I've never wondered at any point did they actually come up with the name. Or we not? Are they called the Mighty Nine yet? Well, they would be called the Mighty Nine yet, are they? So that's what. Oh, yeah, it's called the Essential 7. Oh, I don't know. I'm just rambling now.
Nine, not the necklace. I need it.
Why? What's it do? More of your vile sorcery?
So just skip past that Essential 7 image, didn't I? Look at this image. We've got what is that? We've got someone's bum with flowers growing out of it. We've got 2 unicorns humping. We've got what have we got? We've got some naked woman riding a unicorn with massive hangers. That's a really. Oh, no, I just realised that the bum thing with the flowers coming out. Is that poo? Because look at the floor. Is that a pile of poo? Is it actually doing a poo? We've got a flying dick. Yeah. There's flying dicks everywhere. Yeah, she's not right. She's not right.
Please spare a little goblin girl. I'm so hungover.
Yeah? You want your booze, sweetie?
Oh, yes. Thank you, kind sir.
Wonder how much they'll push into the series into not alcoholism, because she's very much alcoholic in the show. So I wonder how much they'll touch on it. If they will keep it up. Interesting, they do. It's a nice little thingy they do to it. At one point, there was actually a really clever point. She should have followed it through. There was one thing where they was all being honest about one thing, and then she had to tell a little secret that she's really honest with. And she said, "My drinking thing's empty. It's always been empty." And they was all like shocked. And she went, "Oh, I'm only joking." That'd have been really clever if it was always empty. She was just putting on that she's drunk the whole time. That'd have been, I thought that'd be really interesting. And she went, "Nah, I'm joking." I thought it'd be really clever if she was. Made the whole thing up.
Rip your fucking lungs out, you pig! Hear me, shitbird! When I get out, I'm gonna wear your face as a diaper!
Oh, okay, take it down a notch, Green. Ah, you little fuck!
It was an accident.
I love how volatile Not can be. She's like that in the series. She can be a bit like crazy. And I like it when she calls them things like pigs and cops and stuff like that. They do make a couple of sort of modern day references during the series. I don't think it's quite good sometimes during the series. What did they say? I went into an inn and asked what the Wi-Fi password was. Does make me giggle. Simple things.
We will need to keep our wits about us to get out of here, yeah?
I just need a drink is all.
Rusty bars, the persistent smell of urine, ruffians. It's the coolest.
Who is she talking to?
Her god.
Her god, the Traveller, who is actually the trickster god, trickster class she follows, which is what I thought, which is what purple tiger tube. I'm gonna remember it. Purple tiger tube. Confirmed it was. I was right. She is the trickster god she follows. So he is sort of tricking her. But he explains why she's the way she is. She's like mental case. She's crazy, does all weird stuff. As you'll see as the series goes on, she just does random weird stuff. And she just does really sort of, I don't know, gets them in trouble quite often with just random stuff like drawing on walls and painting on stuff and just doing random just tricks and evil, weird things. Not evil, but just weird, crazy things that she's the kind of person you'd have in your team and you'd be like, you'd just give a side birth, or when you're young, your mum would go, I'm going to play with this person, and they would be like, don't go out with him, because they're bad to get you in trouble.
Ooh, Ford, do you want to be my bitch?
What? Jester, how are you so happy right now? Lord Sharp is still looking for us, and we can't get to Zadash if we're locked up.
Not with that attitude, sailor.
She's such a wind-up. I don't think she realises what she says and does. She's just mental, guys. She's funny. I think Gesture is one of the funniest characters. Laura Bailey that plays her is absolutely fantastic. The accent she does and all, she stays in character the whole time while they're role playing it. She just stays in character the whole time. It's brilliant. Does the voice the whole time. No, but she's a fantastic actress. And I actually see a film of her in the other day, an old film, because me and Mrs. do 80s nights, 80s and 90s nights. We watch 80s and 90s movies, and she came up in a film with Demi Moore in it. I don't know the film now. Who else was in it? Demi Moore was in it. Anyway, yeah, Demi Moore went to his house and was interrogating people, and Laura Bailey was one of them when she was younger. She must have been about in her 20s, early 20s in it. Anyway.
This may be a joke to you people, but I lost everything tonight. You swore you wouldn't make trouble, and now my carnival, my friends, and the only ones ever gave a shit about me are gone.
Excuse me, but Beauregard didn't have much to do with it. It was Caleb, not. It was all they might be that person. It was them two. You didn't have. It wasn't Bo. Oh, it wasn't you. It was them. They started it. They created the whole problem. Has anyone ever wondered that when you're watching these things and listening to the podcast now, what character would you like to play in their setting? If you was part of their group, what character and stuff you'd like to play? I think, there's two characters that I'd like to have played during their series, and obviously when I listen to it, I imagine my character in there with him in their role and what he'll be doing and saying and stuff like that. I'll go into that later.
So sure, have a laugh over your imaginary friend and your liquor and your insults. Just keep it the fuck down.
Nobody wants to be here. I got a job to do. You two need to hit the road. The hobo's cranky about his weird necklace.
What did I miss? What is the necklace that Caleb wears? Is it just something from his family? Is that what it is? Because I don't think it has any... Sun's coming on my face again. Yeah. What the... Now I've got a choke. I don't think it's got something to do with his family, isn't it? I don't think it's got anything to do with his abilities or powers or spells or anything, is it? It's just something from his family. A reminder, is it? I'm not too sure.
But none of that shit's gonna happen if we sit in the cells sniping at each other.
What exactly are you proposing?
We bust out.
A jailbreak? Oh my god, this is the best day of my life.
This character's so into chaos. Just listen to the podcast now. She's absolutely hilarious. The stuff she does. That messenger spell where she can send messages to people, when she's sending them to Bo's dad, message to Bo's dad just to scare him and stuff like that. And it just tells Bo and things like that. Who's the other one she sent a message to? She sent a message to someone else. She just randomly sends messages to people and just winds them up. She's like just pure chaos, that girl. I think she's brilliant, her character. I hope they sort of portray that in sort of this. It'd be nice if they just done some stuff like that, because she's hilarious. Just done at least a smidgen of what she does on the podcast, the stuff she gets up to, the things she says and does would be brilliant.
Toya.
The creature took her when it left.
I know your other friends are gone, but maybe we can still save her.
The guards have our weapons.
Not all of them.
Is that the sword's ability? Is that just the sword's magical when it can do that, or is that part of his warlock pact? Purple, I need you to answer again. Is that part of the... Is that a warlock ability? Is that pact weapon thing? Is that, can it just it just appears, or is that? I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm not too caught up on warlocks, to be honest.
Almost. Damn it.
These guys have got the beacon thing, but they're trying to do something with it. Does it take people's souls and then they can use those souls to, or something to do something, learn knowledge, power? I'm not sure. They try and become sort of like liches or something. Not quite sure what he's trying to gain out of this thing. Not quite sure what it does totally yet. Obviously, it's powerful. The drow obviously want it.
Eadwulf, another subject, please.
Yes, master.
Another? Already? But we just killed a man for nothing. Shouldn't we first
fetch some tea? We may be here a while.
Yes, I was going to say, one of the characters I would have made for it, I had in mind, was a necromancer called Mactabilis. He would have been a necromancer, and he would have been evil. His backstory would have been he is horribly. I don't know if you know the sort of the drow and there's sort of the matriarchy. They're more like a female, so all the women are in charge of stuff like that. Anyway, his family were a wealthy, powerful family. They were very horrible to him. He was a boy. The one was very horrible to him. She wanted a girl, and he was very mistreated and basically tortured and been horrible to. So he started to dabble in necromancy as a child, to the point where he started conjuring. They kept him inside. He would then conjure, animate undead and made them as friends. And then as time passed and he grew and he got older and older and stuff, he eventually kills them. And a long, complex story for him anyway. But he eventually kills his family and then just leaves, thinking. And then he's sort of known as the Butcher. Nobody actually knows him. He's vanished, but they just know the damage he left in his wake because he left Mensbrands. So this character is like a drow, but no one knows it. He keeps himself completely hidden, and he keeps his name hidden, secret as well. But he would actually be quite evil, but he's very clever and very kind. I gave him a voice like this. It's sort of a broken sort of main voice / the Emperor sort of voice. He has a very broken accent, which will just be weird. But yeah, he'd be a necromancer. He'd be very evil, but very cunning evil. He has a side plot where he's actually trying to sort of ascend, and he's actually trying to wipe out the drow race for a start. He'd probably fit in with these characters, and that's for be time, because he hates humanity. He hates not just humans, but he hates people in general. And he had probably these characters who'd like to some of them. He'd get more of them. And for Not, I envisioned him for Not. He would only call Not Goblin. He wouldn't actually refer to her by name. He'd just call her Goblin, because he has no respect for her sort of type. And he would be very blunt to that. And Caleb, he would probably tease him as a wizard as well. The only person he probably would have respect for would be Bo. He would like Bo. He sees a strong woman because his woman, and he's that kind of sort of indoctrinated into him. He would look to her. His ultimate plan would be to clone her, a child with the clone. I had a very complex story written out in my head how I'd play it out, but yeah, this is the base of what the character's like. Anyway, enough about one of them. I've got another character and all that I would like to have played in this thingy, but anyway, on with the show.
Back, stay away from me! Just get me out!
What in Death Path were you doing in there?
Do they not, like, they put people in prison, but do they not realise spellcasters exist? But, like, they can just do magic to get out or just do anything like this. Well, it's a surprise. They must, like, sure they've aware of magic in the world, and they would have just put a person of magic into, I don't know. Just only chain everyone, knowing that magic exists, and gag everyone and stuff like that. Oh, idiots.
Not get the door.
Okay, maybe we can come back for it.
9.
Yeah, cool. See ya. Enjoy your death.
Actually, when you think about it, it must be sun's coming back again. God damn sun. God damn it. One moment. The hell with this? Right. A little bit more. No. Yeah. No, yeah. So, where was I? Yes. What was I going to say? Oh, right. Yeah. So it must be a nightmare, actually, to keep prisoners in this day and age. It's like, with magic, it really sort of, life would be so much different. Like prisoners, how would you keep prisoners? You'd have to keep them chained continuously all the time. So if you've got a spellcaster, well, I suppose you could take his books and stuff off him so he can't learn his spells and his components and things like that. But, things like a monk, how would you keep a monk contained? And, there's just some classes, how would you keep them contained? It'd be so hard, wouldn't it? And, and then things like, would there be hospitals and things like that? Because you've got clerics to just heal anyone. There'd be very little sort of people hurt and disease and everything. Because good clerics, I'm sure, would just walk around healing people. Would they not? Because if it costs them anything to heal someone or help someone or remove a disease or a poison or bring someone back to life. That's the other thing. What would the laws be on bringing people back to life? You know what I mean? They could just, no one could just die again. Everyone could just be resurrected again. Actually, Actually, what level are they at this stage of the campaign? What level are they? They must be about at least level 3, are they not? It must be. I mean, and what spell was that thing he just cast? Because I don't know what. It's obviously not high enough level to do like shaped stone or anything, is he? And a spell like mend, I don't think would fix the brick wall like that, would it? I think it's really like only minor things. I think it'd put a hole in a brick wall.
With all due respect, it is quite...
What? Dangerous? Your mother's illness. What was it called again?
Herpes. She had herpes. Don't have to make a big deal of it. Can we just drink tea, please? I don't know why you keep bringing this up, mate. I don't know why you keep going about my mother's herpes. It's just let it go, man. Just let it go. It still affects me to this day. Not directly. That'd be weird. I've not got herpes.
Typhus, the side effect of many resurrections. The memories of past lives bleed into her current one.
And if her sickness is discovered?
Her consecution will be removed and she will be executed.
Oh, right. So this is this guy's goal then, is it? Is he trying to find something to cure his mum, possibly? Is that his plan? Because she's got herpes.
I suppose I could teach you to open it.
Anything to help.
Ooh, he's a bad man as well. Looks like they're because that what's his name? Eric guy. What's his name now? Oh, Essek. I thought he was a baddie, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he's a baddie as well. I'm pretty sure he's a baddie. I think they're all baddies. Who's not a baddie in this?
The town's guard will be on our tail. We should fan out.
And do what exactly?
Look for clues. Something that points us to the creature, what it was, where it went. I'm gonna start in the main tent.
Yeah, because Beauregard is actually meant to be like a detective in this, isn't she? She's, I think a lot of her skills and that are sort of based around being a detective and solving stuff. The organisation she works for, which are the Cobalt Souls and that, they're sort of a monk crime agency thing, like Interpol kind of thing. But yeah, so I don't think they don't always focus on that in the story in the campaign too much. I think because so many things going on, they do drift off it. But she does sort of, and at some point they sort of try to make Not and just sort of the crime fighters in the campaign. I don't know if they're just messing about that, but it is as it's going on, it Bowie started to be more that character and going to libraries now and researching things and looking up things and being more that character, which is much better. I like it when she's doing that kind of thing. So, because where I first started watching the campaign from, she wasn't like that, and then she's going back into it and sort of watching this. She obviously originated like that, so at some point she must have dipped in it. They probably won't show that in the series in this, but in the campaign, I thought she dipped massively out of that sort of character.
No judgment, but you're pretty boozy for a little girl.
No, without a drink, I'm not.
I tried Mama's sherry once. No, thank you. It smelled like old people and sadness. Why do you like it?
Anyone that knows me, I do enjoy drinking. I'm not an alcoholic, but I do. I mean, actually, I'm doing a dry February. I randomly, 2 months of the year, I'll do a dry month where I don't drink, and February's one of those months I'm not drinking this month. And then usually about either depending on what's going on, October or November, I won't drink. So, yeah, but anyway, but I do like drinks. I'm quite a drink connoisseur, and I do collect various drinks and things like that. And things like whiskey and rums being my favourite sort of spirit. I do like spirits more than as a pint. I'll drink Guinness. I used to drink a lot of wines, but my term when I worked for the government, I drank a lot of wine because it was some of the things I would do. Wine would be free, and I got drunk way too often on white wine to the point where I, for about 10 years, I didn't drink it. I just got it put me right off. But I just couldn't stand the smell of it. But where was I going with this? Oh, sherry. Yeah, sherry it's a nice drink, very quiet taste. Very quiet taste, very strong drink. So it's nice, sherry, but as I said, it's a quiet taste, like sort of many spirits.
Not like meat.
Well, I think you're beautiful.
No, you don't.
You have pretty skin. Your teeth are, well, your eyes are very adorable. Oh my gosh. And it seems like that wizard man believes in you, and that's worth something, even if he smells like poo.
He's just such a brilliant character. Even if he smells like poo. That's a big thing to make about this. In the campaign, they continuously mock him how he smells. His character smells of poo. I think it's because he's homeless and stuff. He was homeless, but they just continuously mock him. He smells of poo right through the campaign. I think I'm on episode 93 now of the campaign, and he's still mocking about smelling of poo. I mean, he must have washed since he was homeless, but they still mock him for smelling and smelling of poo. Brilliant.
Well, maybe you need someone to believe in.
The Traveler? The imaginary friend you kept yapping to in jail?
He's not imaginary.
Was he there in the cell?
No.
Imaginary.
No, the Traveler is real. You believe me, right, Not? Not. That's a funny name. I like it.
The thing is, in them days, though, how could you not believe in gods, though? Why would you? Because, I mean, people believe in gods this day and age. And there is sort of no real evidence of it, and no one can cast spells or do any form of magic or, you know, or avatars don't show up, or gods don't show up, or people don't have amazing, incredible abilities because they follow certain gods. So I don't know, people still believe in it. So I find it hard pressed to believe that anyone would not believe in gods in this day and age. But then you'd wonder, why don't everyone believe in gods as well? You'd think, why don't everyone believe in gods? Because, for one, they exist. 2, you'd want to please them, you want to piss them off. And 3, they grant you powers if I just believe in them. I think I've touched this before, didn't I? That I'm surprised that everyone doesn't believe in a god. If you're not going to follow us, if you're not going to be a fighter, some form of class, even if it's just like a farmer, surely you just believe in a god just so you get abilities, just to make your life easier, even if it's level 1's powers. You know what I mean? Just so you're not just bullied in life. Even if it's level 1, at least you'd have Sanctuary, so if anyone's starting, you can cast Sanctuary and just run off. You know what I mean? They couldn't do anything about it. Or at least heal.
So, what exactly are you doing?
Spell components. It is why we came here in the first place. And if we are to face this toad monster, I will need the proper ingredients.
So, you need stuff for your magic?
See, when I used to play D&D, wizards were vastly more powerful than other characters. They could do a lot more stuff, but the drawback was it come at a cost. You need a spell book, you need to keep up with things. There was a lot of expense in the way of collecting components. Everything had components, so you need to find these components. You couldn't cast spells without them, so without spells you're worthless. I mean, you got the worst. You had the worst back then. Thaco, you had the worst Thaco, the worst armor class, worst everything. You couldn't fight, and you could only limit to what weapons you could use. Things like staff and dagger, and you couldn't use any range weapons. So your spells were basically a lifeline, and so to balance it out, you was made much more powerful, but you required components, things like that. Otherwise, you're just worthless. Now I think they've balanced the characters more now, but I feel like wizards are still a bit now held back more because they still need components and things, and some of the components are really hard to find or really hard to get hold of or really expensive, whereas no other class really has this constant because I don't think clerics have components to their spells. They might have some of the spells, but nowhere near as many as wizards and stuff. And obviously fighters that can do a hell of a stuff, and monks can do lots and lots of stuff, but don't really require components or require anything. Druids as well, I don't think druids require many components. I mean, the things they can do, shapeshifting alone is well powerful. But I just find it, the balance of things, it's changed. Back then, though, like different races, depending on what race you were, they could only go to certain levels. Like humans could go to max level, which was 20, but other races couldn't go to level 20. So humans had the advantage over other races because they could go high level. But now everything can go to level 20, which then makes you thinking, why do people play humans? That's why you find no one playing humans very often. Because what's the benefit of being a human? Because the benefit of the human back then is they go to level 20. But the hindrances was they don't get things like dark vision, they don't get special speed abilities, they don't get racial abilities, basically, which other classes do. So that was their bonus, they go to level 20. But now they all go to level 20 thinking, what's the point of being a human? What's the point? What do you get?
Hey, so, have you heard of the Soltris Academy?
What do you know of that place?
Yeah, we were heading that way, and I thought maybe they could help me with my, powers. Is it not a good school?
No, it is an excellent school. Teachers are another story.
I tell you what, England sometimes, it's because it keeps going sunny and then raining, so that's why it just keeps going dark. I might have to turn the light on in a minute. This is a nightmare sometimes when I'm trying to record and I've got a light right there. This way, close the blinds. Look at that. That's middle of the day, that is. Look at that. Anyway, got the blinds on, and the sun's. Oh, anyway, where was I? Yes. So this is Caleb. So because that was him at the beginning, wasn't it? He's had some things injected into his arms, and is that where he gets his powers from, or is he just a wizard and that's something else? I'm not quite sure of all their full backstories. I'm definitely not sure of his backstory. I knew of Ford's about the boat stuff. I know kind of Jester's, Suppose to an extent. Didn't know about Monty Mox, but now I do. But Caleb's and I know Knots now. No spoilers. But yeah, Caleb's. I wasn't too sure about what's happening, and still listen to the campaign. I'm still not entirely sure what's happened to him, what he's going through, and why. So anyway.
Some kind of catalytic enzyme. Must be what made the crowd wig out.
So that stuff is what made the crowd turn into like weird zombie people. Is that turn to create other creatures? Is that what that's what she's saying? Not someone didn't shoot that other creature and made it go berserk. So Caleb's still out of the trouble. he's still to blame. But that thing would shoot out and turn the people into zombies, wherever it turned them into, sort of monsters. Quite powerful. That's powerful. Oh, that's got to be a demon, isn't it? Is this where? Because I don't want to spoil too much. I'll be quiet.
Who exactly are you?
I'm a Cobalt Soul Monk. Not that you chuckle fucks know what that is.
Sounds made up.
They are librarian spies. The Cobalt Soul was formed in Wildmount over 800 years ago.
Oh, roleplay moment. Everyone, shh. Role playing. Let's pay attention. I like when I have these moments in the thing where everyone starts to really get deep into the character, and yeah, especially Liam's character. I think sometimes he gets too dark and too deep involved into his character. It can be really slow at times, so he can be really intense. So that's what I like about Bo's character, that she can be she's nowhere near as intense, but because she can be sort of like this, but then sort of break out with you know what I mean, break up a bit. But Marisha, I should say. But Liam does get really intense, and he goes really slow and really dark, and you know, it's like sometimes you're like, he goes on a bit. No real criticism. He's great. He's a great character, but you know, but sometimes you're thinking, oh, it's in during D&D, you can go, oh, okay, slow it up a bit or speed up a bit. That's just me.
An organization that claims neutrality, they are dedicated to seeking and preserving knowledge, guided by the light of their deity, the knowing mysteries.
Hate to interrupt the monk's resume, but this blood, no one in the crowd bled this.
Is Mollywalker a blade singer then? Did someone say, did Purple? Did you say he was a blade singer? I can't remember what you said now. If you did say was or wasn't, or didn't say anything, I don't know. Is he a blade singer? I get the impression he is a blade singer for some reason. I played a blade singer in Baldur's Gate. They're actually quite powerful. I prefer them now to wizards, playing standard straight wizards and stuff, blade singer, because they sort of get a little bit less selection of spells. We get all the selection of spells, but less to cast. But the blade singer now just makes them sort of great, you know, fighter. When you get about one character gets about 3 attacks. And, you know, yeah, they get their nice sort of manoeuvre attack where they can sort of leap somewhere and do a hills on themselves. It's good to get them out of danger and things like that. I think they're quite good, actually. They're sort of my go-to wizard now, rather than using a straight wizard. Yeah. I actually, and same as druid now, I'm really getting to druids. I'm preferring them over cleric now. Just, their healing's not as strong, but they can heal, and they're not bad at it. But their attacking ability is much better. Their ability to like shapeshift, and some of their spells, hold spells, and just some of the spells are a lot more aggressive, like Call of Duty. I was going to say Call Lightning. Anyway, I just bounce off road bikes. I go way off, don't I? Back into it.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Wow, brilliant observation from Midshipman Obvious.
There. The beast went that way.
He's not a warlock as well, is he? It's definitely, that's like, what was that? It's a creature spell, is it? I'm not quite sure what spell he's casting. Yeah, but he's using, yes, I must be really bracing him because he's using, I think he's using scimitars, isn't he, or rapiers, because Blazinger's can choose a weapon of their choice. I think it's a scythe, a dagger, a longsword, a scimitar, or a rapier as their chosen weapon, and they can use, like, it grants them powers, abilities, kind of thing, anyway. But and I think that's why he's got those weapons. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not purple. What is he? I missed all the build up, the introduction of the characters, so I'm never sure what he is, and he's not too clear. I don't say too much. Let's just keep watching it. It's really hard. If anyone that hasn't watched it, it's really hard to talk about any spoilers.
That's enough, Trent. If you go too far,
What will happen?
Oh, she's overdoing that power in that thing, isn't it? So what entirely is that thing? I'm not quite sure. It's some sort of generates power. They've mentioned it's Dominancy, a new school of magic. Is it like time, gravity? So I see that when I play Baldur's Gate, there's a lot of gravity spells and things like that. I think Dominancy is a new school of magic, and I think it's to do with gravity and things like that, and force and things like that, I think. So I can gather, and they're obviously, that thing exaggerates that, or allows that, manipulates that, and it's trying to learn it. Obviously, it's very powerful, gravity powers. So this obviously this guy is teaching them it, and now he's regretting it. By the looks of it,
this was a mistake. We said we'd experiment with the soul to help save my mother's life, not this.
This is no religious relic. It's not even a tool for reincarnation.
Oh, maybe I was wrong about Essex then. I was under the impression that he was a bad guy. Maybe he's not a bad guy. Maybe he's just misled and stupid. He's obviously a powerful wizard as well, but it's sort of the impression from this now he's not a bad guy. He didn't want this real bad guy to learn this stuff. He sort of was misled into, for some reason, saved his mum. But, you know, it feels like he's made a massive mistake. He's like, he's talking to the Emperor in Star Wars, help him out and things. And he's like, oh, you're fooled. Oh, nuts to me.
This beacon is a weapon.
Higathon, I must object.
Don't even think about it, Crick.
You know, as I keep calling them cricks now, is that what drow are now in this? They're called cricks, or is that just like some sort of slur on what they are or who they are now, the cricks? But so, but it's sort of betrayed, because he betrayed his own people, because the drow or the cricks originally had this beacon, did they not? And now these guys have stolen it to use it for whatever their purpose. He thought they was going to steal it to bring his mum back to life, and for whatever reason the crick didn't want to, or help his mum. For whatever reason the crick didn't want to do that, because it'd probably be wrong to do that, because she's sort of been resurrected so many times, she probably deserves to die now. You know what I mean? She's lived many lives. She lived long enough anyway, being drow, being elves. But you know, just let her go, mate. Just she's past it. Let her go. Stop resurrecting your mum, for Christ's sake. Poor girl. She keeps having all the memories of each person she becomes. But poor woman. But yeah, so he's a bad guy because he betrayed his own people, and he stole the beacon for these guys that now actually want it for other games now. So when I started listening to the show, it started with them in a swamp, which looks like they're in now. So have I caught up myself in where I started watching it in the campaign now? Or is this a different swamp? Is this a entirely different scenario?
I'm out.
Toya! I'm Jester from the show.
Fucking him, sweet Jesus, what the hell? This is now turning into The Ring, isn't it? I'm trying to think. Memory, please work. Oh, do I remember this character? Do I know where I am right now in the campaign? Have I caught up with myself? Oh, she kind of deserves that because she controlled and manipulated the creature for probably ages, years. So she had it coming, let's be honest.
I don't belong here. The child protecting me. But I must start anew because of you.
Oh, great, it talks. Give me back my pearl, you punk-ass fraud twat!
I love Bo. I put a jumper on, by the way. Just in case you're like, has he changed? Yeah, I put a jumper on. It's getting cold. And I've got a bit of sunlight before it goes away again. So let's just get this done. Bear in mind, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. No, it's actually earlier than that. I think it's 2 o'clock. Half 2. It's half 2 in the afternoon. So, like, madnessly dark.
You don't want to get hurt. Please release the girl.
Don't you see? We are one. Strike me down and the child dies. I am all that keeps her alive.
I'll catch it all with casting. Demon. Kill it. Child dies. C'est la vie. I'll be thinking, XP in my head. XP. XP is that giving? I'll be like that, casting silently while they're trying to negotiate with me. I'll be like, initiative.
Wait, you heard it. You might hurt the child.
I do not think that is a child. Not anymore.
What if you're wrong?
It already killed Gustav. If we don't end this, it was all for nothing.
It's not. I don't think it is where I thought it was at the campaign. When I first joined the campaign, I think it must have been episode 40. I think I jumped into it, and they was in a swamp, and I remember them fighting a troll, and they went down into some sort of underground water lair thing. They fought some fish people. I think they did. I think it was fish people, and there was that where there was something for food, something like a crystal or something that he got. So I joined it there. I remember the game going back. They got some guy, and very vague now. It was quite a while ago. But yeah, so I don't think this is the same spot. I don't think, unless they carry on through the swamp and come to that spot. I'm not too sure.
Holy shit.
Well, Fool's starting to flex now. Jump in there and flex some of his abilities. His warlock abilities.
Time to put on a show!
It's fun to get to see Mollymok in action. So it's, oh yeah, was it Purple? You said what it was. He was a blood something, wasn't he? Was he always a blood something, or a fighter blood something, or is he a blade singer blood something? Because when you're a blade singer, you do get 2 blades, even though you have 1. I think you can sort of separate them. And yeah, when I play Baldur's Gate, one of my favourite characters is a blade singer, and that is all well powerful. And yeah, he holds his swords up and does that, and separates into 2 swords. I'm just wondering, yeah, but then they got a subclass in D&D, which is like a blood something or other. I don't know if that's part of D&D. Is that part of D&D rules, or is that something Matt's created, or they've just created? It's a blood worshipper or something like that, and I think that's what he is. He's a blood hunter or something like that.
This group is fucking wild.
Pop, pop.
Pop. That's something. She still does that now in the campaign. Sometimes says pop when she does her fighting. When she attacks twice, does her fighting abilities. And it's funny because in the campaign, she has his Death Stars made, which says pop on it. But the thing is, they said when they're upside down, it says Bob on it because it looked the P upside down. It's meant to look like a B. So people reading go Bob. What's Bob mean? Anyway, you have to listen to the show. But I'm just wondering how much. The campaign goes on for ages and it's massive and it's brilliant. But I just wondered how much it must be hard to cut all this down into like these episodes. Like I must go through it and think, right, what do we take and put into the series and what don't we? What are we going to skip? Because some of it is so great, but I get there's a lot of sort of filler, a lot of stuff in the campaign. You think you can probably skip that, like the shopping. They do a lot of shopping, a lot of things like that. Those are easy things you can go out. But some of it must be like some of the combat and some of the battles they have. What ones are thinking, right, we can't have all the battles in it. But you know, some of them are good. Some of them, it must be hard for. Who was it? It was Travis and Sam, I think, that put all this together. I believe.
sir.
Either he rolled a 1 on his attack roll, or his initiative was behind the creature. The creature went first in initiative and decided to attack Caleb in that instant. That's what most likely happened. What else spell he's casting? Probably Firebolt. I don't think Liam's very great as a caster, personally. He does choose some. I get him trying to role play and then trying to the atmosphere and the character and things like that. But sometimes I think the choices of spells I use could be a bit better, you know, because a lot of times the characters are at risk in the combat situations. And I think the spells they use are just as rarely uses healing spells, and they can really use the healing sometimes. There's no out and out fighter either. I mean, because the thing is a warlock, he's not a fighter. The thing is a blazing, that's not a true fighter. The only fighter really is Bo, and be relying on just a monk is like, you know what I mean? You got the clerics, you got a cleric, but she's not a great fighter. They got no real fighters. They ain't got a tank. That's what they need. They haven't got a tank. Because monks, great fighter, got great DPS, but not a tank. So I think that's well. I think I wonder if when they talk when they're making characters, or if they just role play, make a character, and just see how they go with it.
If I skip steps, it will not end well.
Just do it!
Show we've got Mollybot going into combat. If he's a blade singer, they're capable fighters, but the thing is, they haven't got the armor class or the hit points to back their abilities. That's the only thing. You know, he doesn't seem to cast many spells. Our shield spell would have done him well. That's what I've got on my my blade singer shield. So whenever he starts taking hits, he's got the shield cell, and he's got. I can't remember why I also use him, but you know, he gets hit points back easy, and but it's still not a tank. And at the moment, they seem to be relying on Mollybot to do a lot of their tanking for them as well as thinking, and it's just not. It's not going to go to plan. So I'll be like, why? You're relying on a wizard to tank for our team? Yeah, I think that was just I think that might have just been a firebolt. I think it was like 1d8 damage. So the creature went, you done that? What are you doing? What are you thinking about? Yeah, but you can see why Mollybot's going to get like his arse handed to him a lot if they really rely on him. But yeah, the wizard needs to pick up the pace. But as I said, I'm not sure what level they are. That's what I mean. Now it's getting really. What the hell? Jesus! Come on, son. Yeah, I don't know what like what level they are. What level are they at this stage? I missed it. I think I joined it and they was a level 5, 6. Did they start at level 1? I don't believe they did. I know they started with stack gear. I mean, not. Yeah, I don't know if they started with actually magical gear, but I know they started with like 20 strength and 20 wisdom and stuff like that. They had like stacked out ability points, but
The fire.
oh, so the fire does harm him. He must have a vulnerability to fire then. So it can't be a demon. I think all demons by nature have either resistance or an immunity to fire, I believe. But yeah, fire seems to hurt it. So that's his component, wherever that is. It looks like just a firebolt. I don't know what the firebolt does. Does it go up each level? Or does it do, I don't know. I really don't know. Don't use it very often. I think there's even a cantrip, isn't it? Firebolt? There is a there's firebolt, and there's fire something else in there. There's several fire spells. Did we level? What was XP? What was XP, Matt? Did we level? Have I got a level from this? What's my new spells? that's what I'm really in D&D. That's what you're really aiming for. You kill something, you look at DM. Did we level? What's the XP? What did they give? They gave 5 XP. some of the creatures in D&D, the XP you get for some of the others like is really unbalanced. It's madness. Yeah, I would be like, yes, XP power, unlimited power.
She was already gone.
Necromancer will be like, she wanted to keep that creature on a leash. And it backfired her horribly. Oh well, guys, let's move on. Let's go back to town. I'll be like that. And then they'll animate her. Animate corpse on her. Well, it wouldn't be that. I would do stuff like that, but not in front of the team. We wouldn't be letting on like that. It'd be much more sneakier. Yeah, but, you know, at the end of the day, she got what she deserved. The girl wasn't sort of nice at the end of the day. She was keeping it sort of under some sort of charm, under some sort of control at the end of the day. So, you know, as I said, say to me.
Where do you think you're going? Apologies. Proceed.
Can I help you, stranger?
A cat person. What's the cat people now in D&D? What are they? Oh, as I said before, I think Matt includes, there's loads of different realms, isn't there? And different races now. And I think he just has everything in his sort of world, doesn't he? Just all races and everything. So I think that's why they're in it. What are the E.G.G or something? Are they? E.G.G? Yeah, obviously got the cat people in it. Because no one's played a cat person. That'd be, I suppose, interesting to play. What the stats they would get. But who's this character though? Who's this character? It's got some form of charm on them too. Not sure what character this is.
I require information, and you will provide it.
What are you even looking for?
Just cast some insect swarm by the looks of it on that guy. Who's going to get it? I don't think insect swarm actually does much damage though. I think it disrupts spellcasting and movement and vision, I think, but I don't think it actually does that much damage. But it looks like that's the thing about D&D. What's interesting about D&D? You can go a big bass fight, slaughter everything, and then you go for all the corpses, like just like looting everyone and robbing everyone, regardless if you're a paladin or some lawful good. It always like the first thing you do is like looting people and robbing people of their items. You never go right. Yeah, we'll just bury them in their items. The rest of the team be like, fuck no, I'm robbing them. And the paladin's always like, yeah, this is what they've got. Let's nick their stuff. They got anything magical?
This thing swallowed my evidence. There you are, you little shit.
Oh, I know what these are. These are those rifts, aren't they? They go into the demon world. Why is the demon world this? Why is the demon world? Where's the demon world? These are those rifts, right? And these keep popping up, and they keep trying to close them because demons and things keep coming. So was that creature a demon then? Very good demon, to be honest. But yeah, these are rifts that keep popping up everywhere, and they close these in the campaign. These are the same rifts. Rifts.
Unless you are certain what that is, it may be wise to leave it.
A tear in our reality to another plane of existence.
That's right, it is those things. I didn't realise that part of the campaign. Is there fast forwarding? I don't know. So it's annoying that I didn't watch it from the beginning, listen to it from the beginning. But yeah, where I am now, these things are popping up everywhere and they're starting to close some of them. But I didn't realise this was one of the major plots in it. I thought this was just something else that just popped up out of somewhere. I didn't realise these are in there from the beginning. So, I mean, these things are dangerous. They have some great battles, some of the stuff that comes out of them. Not that big frog thing, that wasn't very good. that was weak. That was a shitty demon.
The creature must have been trying to go through it when we got here. I have a memory of a rift like this, but it's the strangest thing.
What is?
My memory of the rift doesn't feel like mine.
Yes, I don't know about Molly Mock's connection to these rifts and the demon world and stuff. And I don't know anything about what class is, what subclass is. I don't know what, I'm not quite sure what subclass is. I can't remember what purple's in there. And I don't know anything about the blood class thingy, which I think he said. So I don't know what his connection is, or if it's just nothing to do with his class. I mean, if it's a role play aspect, because I know they've all got sort of I know when Matt does campaigns. Each character has their own sort of campaign, their own plot campaign thingy, which they all sort of bounce between them following that, and he sort of writes them all. They'll have a really deep sort of story, which is quite good. So, so I'm not sure if this is part of his sort of story with the demon world.
I hope you were right. That by the time we got here, she was already gone.
Me too.
No, the demon literally said to you, if you kill me, she dies as well. So she was alive when you got there, and when you killed the demon, she died. The demon explained this to you, and you just went ahead and killed it anyway. Because, you know, XP! That's what he's thinking. And that's what I want to be thinking. XP! Now, how can we get around this? Killing it and not really care as much for the NPC. Yeah, Caleb's got some weird history with fire, isn't he? And killing his family or something, set fire to his family. And he's got, when he does, I don't know. At the beginning, he was more into that, but I think, I don't know if they forgot about it or could be bored of it. I don't see much of it now when he does fire spells. At the beginning, when he was doing the fire spell, he had to roll a wisdom check to make sure he isn't consumed by it or gets angry or goes mental by it or something like that. And then later on, he's always casting fire spells and don't seem to be a wisdom roll anymore. So I'm not sure if they've kept out of it or just lost interest with that element of it and made it more of just a roleplay feature rather than a proper hindrance to him. I don't know.
I don't think I'm having fun anymore.
Character have a bigger part then in the campaign because they seem to be very sad about her and very attached to her. I mean, Not was crying. They seem to be very attached to that person, but obviously in the cartoon, it didn't seem to mean much. You just see it briefly, and they spoke to her briefly, and there wasn't much, there to much story to her. They clearly liked her and had a lot of respect for her and loved her and stuff because they're really upset. They're upset about her dying. Maybe I should have not killed the demon.
Someone should say something.
I mean, let's not kid ourselves. None of us knew this girl.
Oh, so you didn't know her? Also, I thought if I missed something, was it taking the campaign is completely different from what's in the series? Yeah, they didn't really know her. So, say la vie? I don't know why I keep saying say la vie. I don't know why it's relevant, but, that is what it is, isn't it? She died. She played with fire, basically. Well, she played with toads, and a big one, and it got her back. Bitch.
Gustav always called these cards carny bullshit. But I wonder... A group coming together. Shared purpose. Shared pain. But mostly, shared strength.
Shared loot. Don't forget shared loot. Now, what's she got on her? Did we search her before we burnt her body? Did they search that? Did they search the toad creature? Did they look for anything on him? I know during the campaign, they would kill stuff and they would harvest things like if they thought a creature's got acid and poison in it, they would harvest the stuff out of it, which was quite good. I think Not was like a chemist kind of person, an alchemist, and was using stuff. Not did keep taking stuff at one point. Stopped doing it now later in the campaign, but beginning was sort of capturing stuff and taking things, and never actually. I don't think ever actually really used any of the stuff she took from creatures and things like the poison and the acid and stuff like in combat or for anything meaningful. If I can recall. He took so much of it and then never used it and thought, I'm just going to stop taking stuff now. I'm going to stop dissecting creatures and not using it.
Mother? Are you in there?
Essek, my love, you look as if you've seen a ghost.
What are you doing here, Varrot?
Oh, just came by for a chat.
You play on my mum. She's got herpes, right? My mum's got herpes. You know her this, aren't you? she's had so many lives and so many resurrections that she's developed herpes. She's riddled with stuff. You've not been playing my mum, have you, with herpes? I thought she was really unwell. What was wrong with her? What was that disease she had? There doesn't seem to be any clear sort of what did they say what the problem was? He said she's got some form of disease. He didn't actually say what it does or what it is or what it does. What do I say? What it is and what it does. What it is.
I'm tired. You boys talk. I'm off to bed.
Why didn't you tell me?
She returned from her trip early.
Essex, she trained me. I know my mentor, and that was someone else.
He's a bit conniving, this Essex, then, isn't he? I think he's a bad guy. Not an evil guy, but a bad guy. And he seems to have, he's up to something. So they're aware of these. So where are these now? Is the Empire has that beacon? They seem to be floating between the two, the Empire and the thingy. But these are back at the, what are they called? The thingy, the other people, the Bright Queens thingy. Why couldn't he got? Yeah, what did I say? That why couldn't he have gone to them and asked them for? Oh no, they will kill her, wouldn't they, if they find out that she's got herpes? Herpes, death.
She has Typhros, friend. Ease yourself. Your secret is safe. The Queen's law is clear on the matter, but I understand wanting more time.
This old guy seems quite a good guy then. But yeah, so yeah, and he knows that she's got that disease thing. So the disease, that's what it does. It because you have so many lives, they're all sort of bleeding into each other, and she's basically got what you call? What's he called it? What's that disease you get? It affects your memory. But the irony, there's a disease that affects your memory, and I can't remember it. Oh dear, what the hell? I literally can't remember it. So screw this. I've got it. I've got herpes as well.
Then defy her. Plead with her. Going to war without the beacon is madness.
Try as you might, and I know you do. One cannot fight the Luxon's will. Farewell, my friend. That is what I came to say.
The Bright Queen doesn't want. She thinks his mum should be killed. It's the law because she's got that disease, which no one can remember because that's the disease. But she's got the disease. Bright Queen wants Queen, and they're sort of trying to defy the Bright. Actually, see, my necromancer would have fit into this. My necromancer wanted to kill the whatever they're called now, the Drow, the Durka clan. So yeah, ironically, my dark. My Drow, my necromancer would have been sort of the good guy. This because he wanted to kill the Bright Queen and just be able to eliminate Wolfen. To be honest, so that was his plan. But he would have got in by wiping her out first, and then his plan was to pretty much get the Empire and these people to what are they called? To just go to war with each other, and then he was just gonna play both sides and eliminate as many as he can. Just kill as many as you can. But anyway, that's off tangent. So the basically they're going against the Bright Queen, and that's why they got the thingy in the beacon. They want to eliminate the Bright Queen, or he wants to save his mum, but the other guy wants to eliminate the Bright Queen. It's sort of a win-win in the end for him in a way, because she gets killed in a way, even though it's his queen. His mum lives, but you think to what end? What are you keeping her alive for in a way? And it was weird they must have to create these diseases, these problems, because in reality you just remove disease and she'd be right. Same reality in the D&D world, you just go, what's your mum got? Oh, she's got, I don't know, Erica's veins, and you'd be like, oh, remove disease. That's it. You're like, oh, I was going to go on a massive quest to remove those. Now I could just cast a spell. Right, alright.
Can't you use a bag or something?
Ah, weak and delicate. What a prize.
Still waiting for your god, are you?
No.
Oh, so they are showing that they do collect things in this then. But I do like, because it's always doing the campaign, they're just keeping things so they can, they're just, oh no, they're taking it back. Oh no, they're not. They're not doing that, are they? They're taking it back to prove that they've done a good deed. So they get out of jail things, and there's so hopefully sort of redeems what they did. Like they got those people killed, but hopefully it get redeemed by killing the creature that killed these people. Not sure if that's how things work. I don't know if two wrongs make a right, but anyway, he's hoping. Jessica as well. She's always thinking like she always wants her god with her. She's very weird around her god. I mean, he's obviously there because gods are, I suppose, always around us. But she always thinks that he's just obeys her, or he's there. She calls upon him. He's just gonna rock up and go, all right, what's up? And he's like a mate rather than a god. He's more like a mate of hers that just can't be seen by anyone. He's a bit anal about her god, really.
Why didn't he show up back there?
I already regret saying this, but the card I drew last night, when you reverse it...
Oh, this is tying into something they're talking about now. Because she's taking it up now, and she's just discovered that if you turn the cards around and reverse it, and I don't want to do too many spoilers now, but she's just realised something about the tarot cards and about the whole thing, Monk's thing about it. So this is sort of tying in now because she was sad at the point when she got the cards and discovered it. She's actually sad about discovering what she discovers. Makes sense. So this ties in now because I didn't know all this previously, but it sort of ties in now with the campaign. Aha! I've learnt something today.
It's nice to know someone is looking out for you.
Thank you.
You there! State your purpose.
That's evidence that we aren't to blame for the carnival.
Not sure why that would be evidence. Not sure why supplying the head of the creature that killed everyone at a carnival, why you bringing it would be the evidence that you didn't do it or provoke it or anything. I don't know why that would be any evidence whatsoever. If anything, I'd be more suspicious, thinking, how did you get hold of that? Well, how did you know where it was, and how did you get hold of it? Be more suspicious of anything. Also, it was Caleb's fault. At the end of the day, it actually was Caleb's fault. None of that would have happened if he didn't release those creatures.
I need a name for the logs.
9.
Like the number?
9.
Oh, it's excellent. They actually show where the name come from then. So the guard asks him, I need a name, and he basically said no, because 9 is no in German. And, I mean, he's not German. But anyway, so he said no. And then they said, is that a number? Then he said no again, not 9. So they think the name is 9 now, as in the number 9. Oh, silly billies. I wonder when the mighty comes in. Sure, we're gonna, or they give themselves the mighty to it.
Okay, the 9.
But there's only 6 of you.
6 fantastic, spectacular, sexy people. We are not 9. We are the Mighty 9.
Ah, and there we go. The Mighty 9. Can finally say the Mighty 9 because they're official now. Wait, fourth episode, and they're officially the Mighty 9. Yay! Mighty 9. Ew.
The shit?
Arcane poison. My amulet. I need it now.
So what is his amulet then? Not so sure what his amulet is or what it does. I don't think I've heard any reference to it during the campaign.
Seriously, what is so damn important that
blocks them, their vision. We are all in great danger.
It blocks them the vision. What, it stops people? Oh, does it stop people from scrying him, or does it seeing him or viewing him or something? Is it sort of just a block of so people can't find them? Oh, so she's still there. She's the one that fought. What's her face? I assume it's the one that fought earlier, wasn't it, and defeated her. I wasn't sure if she was a good person or not. She sort of warned her off. She didn't kill her. She could have killed her, but she didn't. She just warned her off. So who's this person investigating something?
She found me.
Oof, right. So she's after both of them, or she's after neither of them. Or she's just after Caleb. That's why he keeps that thing. So she'd be looking for Caleb, and that's why he's got that thing, and it keeps him hidden from her. But now, because he had it confiscated, then she could locate where he was, and she just happened to run into. So there's some sort of connection between Caleb and her, and I think Bo's probably just caught in the middle of it because she's investigating something else which is related to them two. I could imagine.
How fortunate. My journey has revealed more than I could have hoped. Meister wird so froh sein, dass ich dich gefunden habe.
There we have it. Episode 4. The end. Right. Just the end of the episode, not the end of the entire series. That's just been a weird series. So there we have it. End of episode 4. So that's it's all coming together now. It's great all the characters now there. Not seen Yasha yet. So where does Yasha be introduced into the campaign? Because I'm pretty sure she's in there from the beginning, but she's not introduced yet. So I wonder how her involvement comes into this. So, and I want to know now, because I want to, in my head, I don't know where I am, what's happening in the campaign that I'm listening to still, who this lady is and how her involvement is. This is not the lady that trains Bo, though, is it? It's not that lady, is it? Because there is a lady that trains her. So, is this lady a bad person, or is she just misled or confused? But anyway, once again, as always, excellent series, excellent episode. That's what I can't stress enough. Listen to the podcasts. I mean, you can probably start watching podcasts as I already have, and I still am, and still watch it, and you can still watch them both because you just can. It doesn't because the campaign's much more deeper, much more involved, much more role playing, lots more going on. So you could probably, you could go through this entire series by the time you've got to probably episode 10 of the campaign, if you listen to it. But I do urge you to go and listen to it, Critical Role's campaign of it. Anyway, until episode 5 next week, thank you all for watching. Please sub, share and like. It really helps the channel. Try and desperately get up to 1,000 subs before Christmas. That'd be lovely. But anyway, please sub, share, like. Drop a comment. I want to hear your opinions and everything on the show, or if you do listen to the Spotify, or I don't know, I keep plugging for Spotify. If you did listen to it via any app, wherever you listen to, because there are other apps available. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you all for watching, and goodbye for now.